It was a California August in '82 when my mother gave birth to the Spam Tech crew. 13 years later had me looking at Linux. Programming made me stronger like Papa the Spinach. Now, people know that a DG carry weapons, but if that weapon is a nest you step in, we finish Contra with only one life. Finish Metal Gear 2 using only a knife, right? People might think that we're frontin', then they see all the news online that I'm putting. My rhymes flow just like my code, even though my source is owned by SCO. What about my Indian? I keep it low. See me on Gunbound, call me pro. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I said my heart's wide open, goatsy, and my windows min like Ho Chi. I'm just another nerd, but I rap about it. Shit talk on the net, then I laugh about it. I've been caught slipping like the Star Wars kid when I'm on eBay sniping a bid. Catch me on a webcam like Numa Numa. See me at the club and I'm rocking Puma. Another net legend if you see me yodel. Spit a little something that's anecdotal. Tell me about the time the E-Bombs world stole your chop like I stole your girl. Catch me on Gen May, not something awful. Low tax would ban me, raffle. I'm a certified legend, but I'm still your bro. This is a PSA, boy, the more you know. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spams. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spam. I'm a legend everywhere that I go, every distro, every Craigslist hoe pumping they fist, yo. Can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's jams, and they can't get enough of Whitey Cracker's spams, yeah.
In the middle of the night he's hopping, thinking of Frog Tony, there's no stopping. He speaks the truth and leaves you ballin'. He's the cloaker that laughs as you're falling. Frog Tony haunts your dreams, can't you see? Hopping through the shadows quite eagerly, scared to close your eyes and go to sleep. You sowed chaos, but Frog Tony is here to reap. You were on his shows, then bailed. You tried to take him down and failed. You thought you could outshine the sun, ended up cooked, well done. Frog Tony haunts your dreams, can't you see? Hopping through the shadows quite eagerly, scared to close your eyes and go to sleep. You sowed chaos, but Frog Tony is here to reap. He's the specter in the night, turn your dreams to utter fright. You'll be running to the light, there's no safety from your plight. Never miss when you attack the king, better yet just kiss the ring. Shut your mouth and know your place, you never had a chance to win this race. Frog Tony haunts your dreams, can't you see? Hopping through the shadows quite eagerly, close your eyes and go to sleep. You sowed chaos, but Frog Tony is here to reap. Yeah, reap. Yeah. You were on his shows, then bailed. You tried to take him down and failed. You thought you could outshine the sun, ended up cooked, well done. Frog Tony haunts your dreams, can't you see? Can't just hopping through the shadows quite eagerly. So close your eyes and go to sleep. You sowed chaos, but Frontoni's here to reap. Yeah, 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 yeah.
What's up, meatbags? It's the often imitated, never duplicated, chosen one of CG, Chicano Stanley, bad guy, bad dude, bad actor, the lighthouse in the middle of the sea, leading you to Comicsgate Destiny, the great
Fucking dead air, bud.
What? How's it dead air, TJ?
I didn't hear you say anything.
You interrupted the entire opening of the show.
Wait, am I being gaslit?
You're on a huge delay, aren't you?
Yes, a massive delay, probably.
Massive. Let me I'm gonna do a Dick and Vito right now. Let me pull the show up and see what if I was talking. Hold on.
Look at this. Everyone in chat is like, huh? What? Where? When? Who?
Go right now. Let me pull the show up and see what if I was talking. Hold on. The lighthouse in the middle of the sea, leading you to Comicsgate Destiny. The great
Fucking dead air, bud.
What? CTJ, right in the middle of me speaking, you said dead air.
Damn.
Right in the middle of me talking. It's crazy, TJ. I think you're on a huge delay. Is the storm affecting you?
Probably.
Man, skill issue. What an opening. Anyway, I am your host, Frog motherfucking Tony. Thanks to TJ for making this a great Laurel and Hardy bit here at the opening. It's fantastic. I've been having a great day. TJ, have you been having a great day?
Busy. Very busy these days.
What you been up to since last I've seen you, buddy?
Still trying to balance my life between, shaping up, going to the gym, drawing, and doing business. It is.
Speaking of going to the gym and shaping up and all that, don't forget, guys, we have the big weight loss challenge going on between myself and Blinded Braille. We have both weighed in officially for the week. And man, this week was a shock because I think Blinded gained like 30-some pounds, right, TJ?
See, there's a bit of confusion. It is.
Bit of controversy already.
Yeah. I don't know if the scale he has at home is busted or, the one at the gym is busted. But it's like adding an extra 30 pounds to him. We'll go with the one in the gym anyway. Apparently, he lost 2 pounds in a week, which is that's quite good. So keep it up.
It is quite good. So we will let's give the official weights so everyone knows. Myself, I started at 237.8. That's correct, right, TJ? That's what we
right.
So and then 237.8, and then what did I weigh in, TJ? What was the weigh in?
Let me pull it up.
You don't remember? Jesus, TJ.
I told you. My mind's all over the place. Right now, it's 231.
231. That means I've lost 6.8 pounds in a week. So chalk it up. As for Blinded, he originally weighed in at 300 pounds. However, according to the gym that he went to, he was 336. Now, that was Wednesday, so he might have been a little bit heavier. He might have been like 338 or something on Saturday, right? Because I know he exercised and stuff between Saturday and Wednesday when he He's probably been eating right. So, but when he weighed in at the gym, it was 336 on Wednesday, and now he's 334. So he has lost 2 pounds. Just another guy says that's just water weight. Vito style of losing weight. No, that's not water weight. I'm eating right. I'm getting fit. I'm doing all the things I need to do. Eating apples. I don't know if you guys seen. I've been eating apples. I've been making sure I'm on a 1,800 calorie diet. I don't go over 1,800 calories, except for actually, matter of fact, yesterday I actually broke that. So it's 1,800 calories most days, but yesterday, for whatever reason, I was really craving a Whopper, and I ended up getting a Whopper, and then they had buy one get one free Whopper Juniors. So then I had to get that, obviously, right? So then I had a Whopper with cheese and bacon, and then 2 Whopper Juniors with cheese and bacon. So that was probably like 3,000 calories right there, right? But other than that, I've been on a mostly 1,800 calorie diet. So just judging right now, TJ, judging by what you're seeing, right? I've lost 6.8. He's lost 2. Who do you think's winning this? What are the early what are the early Vegas odds on this, TJ?
I mean, so far you're the one who's winning.
Yeah, but what are the odds? Like, am I going to maintain? Because remember, I weigh less, so it's going to be harder. At some point, I'm going to hit like a plateau that I just can't get over. Right? Like, I'm never going to. Like, Blinded could lose, say, 150 pounds. Right? Could. There's no way I could lose 150 pounds.
Blinded still has a chance.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So like, I could win. I could pull out ahead like the rabbit, but as long as he stays the course, by the end of it, he could end up losing more, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
So you got a family meal of Whoppers, Mr. and Mrs. Junior. Yeah, pretty much. I can eat when it comes to eating food. I have a bottomless pit, and I could just keep eating. I've eaten. What used to happen? So I used to when I worked at this steel company. What used to happen is this girl would take me out to eat. And so she'd buy me a whole bunch of food, and I'd eat food with her, right? So I'd eat like, say, 2 Whoppers in the middle of the night. And then my wife would pick me up, and then she would take me for breakfast. And then I'd have to eat like 2 more Whoppers because I can't tell her that I wasn't hungry, right? She's like, oh, you've been working all night, and I know you only took a little bit of lunch, right? And so obviously you're super hungry. And so I would end up eating like 4 Whoppers in one day. Just to make sure that nobody was mad at me, TJ. It's insane. So I can eat. When it comes to eating, I can do that. Yeah. Anything to add to that, TJ? You're killing me here.
Let me show you what kept me busy. Anyway, why my mind is like shattered all over the place. This is one of the reasons.
Okay. Well, what is this, TJ?
This is one of the characters who appears in the Awesome Amphibian Adventures Fabulous Frogman story.
It's nice. We've seen the black and white, but this is the colored version. I do like these colors, this gray and this blue. Obviously, man.
Nightwing colors. When you said in the description that she's like she had the comic book build, that wasn't very specific or distinct. So I said, let's give her a Pamela Anderson build. And then I leaned into the Pamela Anderson even more. So
when I say comic book build, I mean classic, all comic book Marvel chicks are hot.
True. But see, the way me and Finbar think is like we still make body diversity even among all the characters, even among the males, even among the females. Like you'll see somebody is taller and stockier than the other guy. Somebody's like tall and skinny, Even with the females.
I'm seeing this, and I'm loving it, except the hair. And it's not the shape; it's the color. I like the color, right? Don't get me wrong, but I think it needs something. I think it needs like maybe like a blue frosted tip or something, right?
Oh, okay.
So I'll run that by Ben. See what Ben can do with that. Like maybe give her some frosted tips or something.
Lean into the more EMP colors, right?
Yeah. Or even like just one, like up on the top there, like a little like the Rogue. She's got that one thing of like white hair, but like maybe do like blue. I think that could break that up a little. Plot twist: she shoots laser beams out of her cleavage. No. She doesn't have any laser beam powers. Like a Jean Grey kind of streak. Yeah. I think that'd be sexy. A little less volume in the blue frosted tips as Cosmic. I actually like Gwenpool's hair. I actually think is pretty cool looking. But we all know that that's based on Heather the Devil Antos.
Heather Antos, yeah. Like I think, okay, maybe her hair just shines blue when she does the EMP thing, like because the glare, right?
No. I think a permanent blue tips, blue something. A little blue in the hair, I think will work.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah, I'm sure you guys will. You guys do good work. Anyway, so that's what's been keeping you busy, huh, TJ?
Hell yeah.
I know there is a question in the Ask Us Anything about the comic book, so we'll definitely get to that, touch on it later a little more. For me, nothing's been keeping me busy. I've been just relaxing, chilling out, playing some video games, watching some YouTube. I've actually been watching YouTube. It's weird. I found this. There's this one guy. So this guy on YouTube, he's called, his name is Simon Whistler, right? And he has, I swear to God, I shit you not, he has like 15 different channels. But all he does is read scripts. So like people like make scripts of different things. So like he's got like one where it's like all about like crimes. So he's like reading about like historical crimes. Like one is about like weird things like mysteries and stuff, right? So it's just like boom, just watching this guy and like different channels talk about different things. Yeah. He's got one of those voices. Like he's a really good voiceover guy. Yeah, so that's what I've been up to. That's what I've been up to, TJ. Nothing too exciting, but hey, it's what I do. All right, you know what is exciting though, TJ?
What's that?
Hasbro getting sued. Have you heard about this?
Oh shit! By who?
Lawsuit claims Hasbro misled investors regarding sales of controversial Magic the Gathering anniversary set. Wizard employees viewed photographs of Magic anniversary sets dropped off at a Texas landfill. So the shareholders are suing Magic because they're saying that they've been inflating the books, claiming that the sales of their sets were better than they were. It says a new lawsuit filed by some shareholders of Hasbro against the company and its director alleges that the company leadership has mismanaged Magic the Gathering by overprinting sets of cards, thereby devaluing existing ones. It also, quite notably, claims that Hasbro leadership, quote, concealed the true reason that its widely criticized, incredibly expensive Magic the Gathering 30th anniversary set was pulled from sale within an hour of its initial release. Says the lawsuit filed in Rhode Island earlier this week is filed by shareholders Joseph Kirkono and Ultan McGlone. What kind of names are those? Are those from around your neck of the woods? Kirkono and McGlone against Hasbro CEO.
Oh no, it's Finbar. Yeah, these are Finbar's people.
I had no idea that the Hasbro CEO's name was Christian Cox. If that isn't an adult film name, I don't know what is. It says a number of fellow company directors and Hasbro itself. The lawsuit alleges breaches of fiduciary duty, unjust enrichment, waste of corporate assets, gross mismanagement, abuse of control, and violations of the Exchange Act. Damn, those are some serious fucking charges. Specifically, the shareholder plaintiff claims that under Cox's leadership, Hasbro has been printing far too many Magic the Gathering sets, thereby reducing the value of existing sets. This complaint probably sounds familiar to avid players, as Wizards of the Coast has been printing significantly more sets per year than it used to. This handy chart made in 2022 by Jacob Wilson 2727 at Only on Tuesdays helps illustrate the problem, and it's only gotten worse since. So I guess these were the old sets, the amounts. And then now this is in 2022, 48 plus. You went from
damn.
This one's got 26 and then 46 and then 48. Jesus. And they said it's even more now, the amount of sets that they're putting out. I'm not a big Magic the Gathering player, obviously. I've played a little Magic Online. I played a little, was it Arena, whatever, right? I think it's fun. I think that it is pay to win. I know people hate that, me saying that Magic is pay to win. But if you have to buy booster sets and you have to buy better cards in order to compete, right? It's I don't know how else can you say it, right, TJ? It's pay to win, right?
Literally every gacha game based their system on, Magic the Gathering.
Because again, it's if you show me like major tournaments being won by some guy who's got like the starter set, right? He's just playing with the starter deck, the fucking like 1993 starter deck. And you go, look, he's never had to buy a single card, and he's still winning tournaments. Like those cards are still viable. They're still tournament fucking viable cards, right? Haunted says, no, Magic is definitely pay to win. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like the gacha games again. Oh, you just have a shitty character now. Good luck.
Says, I never got into card games collection, which releases more sets, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, or Magic. I believe Magic the Gathering. Pokemon, I'm not too sure, but I know Yu-Gi-Oh isn't that frequent. Or at least it wasn't. I don't know how it is now. Frog Tony, the news is true. There's like 3 to 4 sets per year before. I play Arena too. I have played for years and only spent $5. Nice. I tried playing Arena. Remember we had the big Magic game with Finbar? It's just so weird. Like Finbar had no idea how to play. It was so bad. It says, as noted in the lawsuit, Wizards of the Coast released more sets than ever before in 2020, which served to double the revenue of the Wizards segment of Hasbro between 2018 and 2021. And in 2022, Hasbro released over 5 times as many Magic sets as it had in 2016. It's worth noting that both the chart above and the lawsuit itself are somewhat generous in what they consider to be a Magic, quote, set. For example, the lawsuit also claims Wizard released 39 separate Magic sets in 2022. That strikes me as a little high and most likely includes secret layer collaborations in addition to every other possible kind of set. Regardless of how you count them, it is true that the cards release volume has gone up lately, as anyone who's grouchy about the number of Universe Beyond collaborations in 2026 will tell you. I have no idea what Universes Beyond collaborations are. Those are like the SpongeBob cards and shit, like all the
Yes, like everything else, I think so far I've seen Lord of the Rings, Hatsune Miku, crazy shit being shoved
like Final Fantasy sort of makes sense, right? Because it's like Magic the Gathering, it's kind of like in that same universe. But when they started doing like Transformers and stuff, like that's just weird.
Marvel
right?
shit.
Yeah. I mean, Marvel shit could be if they just stuck to like Thor and like Hercules type stuff, right?
Right.
But like when they're like, oh, it's like Spider-Man set, like, that's weird. But the issue the shareholders have is its volume. They claim is exceeding consumer demand, and that Hasbro leadership is only releasing this many to get quick cash to cover up shortfalls elsewhere in the Hasbro business. The lawsuit itself is 76 pages long. 70 fucking 6 pages, TJ. Just the lawsuit. Just the initial lawsuit. Jesus. But there are 2 major accusations that stand out. One is an allegation that Hasbro management used something called the, quote, parachute strategy. Allegedly, leadership plotted to, quote, parachute in new Magic sets whenever there was a shortfall somewhere else in Hasbro. These parachute sets initially consisted of, quote, Masters sets, largely reprints with low production costs. However, as it grew more, As it grew, more sets got involved, including the aforementioned Secret Lair collaborations and the Commander Legends Battle for Baldur's Gate set. Per the lawsuit, quote, as such, the explosive growth in the Magic business noted just prior to and during the relevant period, September 2021 through October 2023, was in fact the result of the parachute strategy. Notably, in 2022, such parachute Magic sets accounted for 46% of all Magic releases. Look at that. I got the Ninja Turtle set.
Even the Turtles.
It's funny because, like, Marvel got me to play Fortnite, but Marvel could not get me to buy Magic cards. The second and perhaps even spicier accusation is the allegation that Hasbro management essentially faked being out of stock of the controversial, extremely expensive Magic 30th anniversary set in order to encourage demand. If you're not familiar, this was an unhinged $1,000. I love how they put $999, but I mean, just say $1,000. It was an unhinged $999 box that contained 4 booster packs of non-tournament legal reprints of original Magic cards, some of which Wizards had sworn it would never reprint. How do you feel about that? They reprinted cards they said they would never reprint, but they're not tournament legal, right?
If they're not tournament legal, I think it's fine.
It's just weird. It would even be a big deal.
People are protective over their IPs, I guess.
This box garnered massive criticism due to its price, the fact that the cards weren't even usable, and the seemingly broken promise of the part of Wizard not to reprint classics such as, say, Black Lotus. According to testimony from several members of leadership shared in the complaint, following the negative reaction from players at this announcement, management made a plan to, quote, pause sales of the set if it became apparent they were weaker than anticipated. The company said the, quote, sales has concluded and the product is currently unavailable for purchase in a post on X, implying they had sold out, effectively making it look like the product was far more popular than it actually had been. In the lawsuit, plaintiff accuses the company of claiming the product was, quote, out of stock. What happened to the unsold cards after the sales were paused then? The lawsuit goes on. Former employee 6, someone's out there snitching. They're out there dry snitching, TJ. Likewise stated that the company paused its sales of the Magic Anniversary set less than an hour after its release, only selling a portion of its available inventory. Former employee 6 further noted that shortly after the set's release, he and other Wizards employees viewed photographs of Magic Anniversary sets dropped off at a Texas landfill alongside older Magic products. Who's taking pictures? Who was the snitch that was like, hey, we should take pictures of us dropping off these Magic sets that we definitely are pretending are sold out, right?
A disgruntled employee, perhaps.
Like, here's the thing. Like, if I was dropping these sets off at a landfill, right, wouldn't you call your buddy up and be like, hey, I got these $999 fucking sets. We're dropping them off complete in box in this landfill. Here's the location. Show up with a truck and just go in there and go get them all, right?
It's like the ET situation all over again. Remember?
Yeah, but the ET, they like dug up and buried them in the desert. This was just like dropping them off in a landfill, like in a pallet, right?
Yeah.
I don't think they crushed them or anything. So like you could have just showed up and picked them up. Vito, if Vito had known, Vito, you better start figuring out what landfill Magic goes to. Just start waiting around for trucks to show up. The plaintiffs are asking the judge to rule that they, as shareholders, are adequate representatives of Hasbro and therefore can sue on behalf of the company itself, and that each of the individual defendants failed in their fiduciary duties. They are also asking that Hasbro be awarded damages from each individual defendant and that the shareholders be given significantly more power on the board of the company. IGN reached out to Hasbro for comment and received the following statement, quote, these claims have no merit. Man, if they have pictures, they have merit. Our strategic plan for Magic was implemented and the results underscore the strength of that strategy. Hey, we wanted to make money and we made money.
Easy.
Says this is far from the first time shareholders have expressed displeasure with Hasbro's handling of Magic. Mentioned multiple times in the suit is a deep dive done by Bank of America back in 2022 on the exact issue of overprinting, which prompted analysts to claim Hasbro was hurting its long-term value with so many frequent set releases. This year's first set, Lauren Eclipse, is doing all right, at least, having seemingly sold out in most places amid excitement at a return to a beloved plane from Magic's history. It's even got a host of super expensive rare cards, topped off with a showcase fracture foil version of Bloom Tender that's going for over $600 at the time this piece was written. Who's paying $600? Are you paying $600 for a single fucking Magic card?
Hell no. I think Vito would.
Yeah. That's crazy. That's insane. All right. Let's run over to this. DJ, are you familiar with Megami Tensei?
Oh, yeah. Great game series.
I like the Megami Tensei, all right. I like the Persona spinoff better, right? It says, this is according to Video Game Chronicles. Megami Tensei author says devs must take inspiration from other media if they want to invent new gameplay systems. If creators draw inspiration from games, they'll just make the same games, he says. I mean, yes, and kind of like no, right? Like,
what games though?
No, but what he's saying is like, so if you're inspired by Dark Souls, you're just gonna make more Dark Souls, right? He's saying like look out and like be inspired by, say, like Lord of the Rings, like the book, right? And I'm like, but I'm trying to wrap my head around like how is that gonna like get you to like invent a new gameplay system, right? Like man, I was inspired by Smokey and the Bandit, and that led me to like do what? Like what is it that other forms of media can really inspire you to create in video games, right? I'm with the author. Just look at music. I don't know. Let's see. It says the author of the books that inspired Shin Megami Tensei series says developers should take inspiration from other media, not just games. Aya Nishitani wrote a trilogy of books in the mid-1980s called Digital Devil Story. These books, especially the first title, Digital Devil Story Megami Tensei, became popular in Japan and led to the Shin Megami Tensei series of video games, including its spin-off like the Persona series. Did you know that there's two versions of the original of the first game, TJ? There's a PC version, and then there's a what the hell is it? Like a PC Engine version, and whatever the fuck, like a Master System, something, whatever the fuck was out at the time, right? In the 80s. I'm trying to think what system, but I know there was one for like PCs, and that was actually like a sequel to the book, and then the other one was like a retelling of the book. So both games had the name Megami Tensei, but like they were actually like completely different games, and they were like developed by completely different developers. Says earlier this week, spotted by Automaton, Nishitani replied to a user on X who suggested that modern video games aren't as interesting because they seem to be based on other games, whereas developers in the 80s and 90s tended to take inspiration from movies or music.
You know what? That's quite true right there. Just that one paragraph.
I don't think I'm gonna put X to doubt. Here's why. I think in the 80s, especially in the 80s, there wasn't a lot of things like genres hadn't been established, right? Things hadn't been tried. And so you had a more wide variety of games because it's like, oh, well, what if there's like a bunch of aliens and we're shooting them, right? Like, oh, Space Invaders gets invented, right? What if like we're driving on the road and we're going forward and like we're going into other cars and you invent Spy Hunter, right?
They were limited to side-scrolling shit too back then.
Yeah, but I'm saying like as the years have gone on, people have flocked to certain things. It's like movies, right? Like you have all these experimental movies, but then like what are the most popular ones? Action movies, right? And so that's what people are like the big studios are like trying to make the big action movies. And I think the big game studios are like, what are the most popular, profitable games? And they try to make their version of it, right? I think if you go to the indie space, I think that's when you get a lot more of the variety because they're not looking for profit. That's more of a passion, right? I think
that's why they're being experimental.
Yeah. I think that's the issue is that like mainstream gaming is profit driven, right? These aren't things that are being made for, passion. I have a story to tell. I have an idea. It's more like, how do we make the most money? Oh, I know. Make a Dark Souls. Make our version of Dark Souls, but put Pinocchio in it, right?
You know what sucks though? Go look at Street Fighter, for example. Street Fighter 3. Right? They were being experimental with that shit, and they also like changed the roster a lot. People didn't like it back then. Only so that years later they start saying, "Oh shit, this game is actually good." Wait a minute.
Oh, the gameplay is good on Street Fighter 3. I think it would hurt them is the roster.
Yeah, and being experimental, like with the roster, each character is way different than what you were used to in Street Fighter 2.
I think if they would have had more classic characters in there initially, I think it probably would have had a more success, right?
Yeah.
Or at the very least, if the characters in Street Fighter 3 had some connection to the Street Fighter 2 characters, right? Because again, it was just like Ryu, Ken, and then it was just like all these brand new characters that had nothing to do with previous games.
Nishitani, on the other hand, the complete opposite is, let's say, Donkey Kong Bonanza. Okay, like that's a complete different game from all the other Donkey Kong games, but it gives so many homages to the previous game that the people are like, yeah, they're fine with it. So there's a balance.
The Pinocchio Dark Souls was considered an indie game, was it?
Lies of P, yeah.
Arcade was dying out too. I was an arcade baby. I don't think I really had that many arcades around me. Where I grew up, there was always arcade machines in like corner stores and stuff, like laundromats. But I don't think there was any like real arcades where like it was just like one space dedicated to just arcade games, right? I think it was more like I said, it was like spaces with arcade machines in it. Like, oh, you go to like that grocery store and there's like 3 or 4 arcade machines, or you go to that laundromat, that's where the Street Fighter machine's at, right? So I really never had that arcade experience. Trying to make Alex the main character was stupid. Well, that's because Street Fighter 3 wasn't a Street Fighter game. They reskinned it. It says 56K warning.
Too many diehards out there. Like I think the Shin Megami Tensei people might fall into the same trap. We'll see.
No, I mean, Shin Megami Tensei I think it's pretty much been the same game over and over again. I mean, obviously new story and stuff, but like the same mechanics. They're good with it. Like they're locked in. Persona gets a little more experimental with their mechanics sometimes, but then what ends up happening, like you'll get Persona, like let's say Persona 3, for example, right? They get experimental with the mechanics, and then they make a director's cut, and they go, here, we put the mechanics back to the way you like them. Because they always try to do this thing where like, oh, you only control the main character, and then the other guys do whatever they want. And then they make like a director's cut, and they go, hey, you can control everyone directly. We fucked up. And they do that every single game. And I think Persona 5 is the first one that's had like a lot of spin-offs. They got the obviously the main game, then they got the director's cut, which is Royal. Then they got the Tactics. They got the Strikers, which is like a almost like a Dynasty Warrior type game, right? Then they got the little dancing games, right? So they really hit their stride with 5.
Yeah.
We used to have a guy who lived in our neighborhood, and he built a mini arcade in his shed that everyone used to go to. Some old people snitched on him, and he was forced to shut down. What? That's lame. Why would they snitch? I mean, on the one hand, like some guy just having an arcade in his garage that he was inviting kids to, I can see why that might be a concern for parents, right? I could kind of see that. But on the other hand, it seems fine, right?
You just ruined a bunch of people, doing their hobby.
Yeah.
Just playing old ass arcade games.
So, arcade equals hoodlums. That's why. All right. Back to the article. It says Nishitani agreed, saying he believed that in order to evolve the medium of video games and invent new gameplay mechanics, developers should consider drawing inspiration from other sources rather than other video games. Developers of the past created games inspired by movies and music, he said, via machine translation. But today, developers create games inspired by games. There's a belief among some that this approach won't lead to interesting games, but I think that's an opinion worth listening to. I also think the same. If you're inspired by a different medium, new game systems can be created. But if you're inspired by a great game, you tend to end up creating the same system. He later clarified the first Megami Tensei can be said to be a game inspired by novels. Also, I think the camera angles in very early polygonal games like Alone in the Dark were influenced by movies. What I'm talking about is mostly the system itself, not the surface level story or graphics. A number of other video games have been directly based on novels over the years, including The Witcher, Metro 2033, and Ubisoft's Tom Clancy series. Others have taken inspiration from them. BioShock is said to be heavily influenced by Ayn Rand's Atlas Shrugged. But I don't think that BioShock, it took the story. It didn't take like gameplay mechanics from, I guess maybe if you consider they were
That's
influenced.
the story, actually. It's just a shooter.
Yeah, but I think I'm going to be fair. I think by being inspired by Atlas Shrugged, that led them down the path that ended up inventing the Big Daddies and the Little Sisters and the whole like getting the whatever the fuck the little gel thing is that you get, right?
Yeah.
So I think, as far as like The Witcher, I can't. What unique systems are in that? I don't know. Same thing with Metro. But I don't know. This guy doesn't actually make video games, so it's interesting that it's like anyone.
It's a weird non-gamer take, right?
Yeah, like he's a novelist. His novels were turned into games, but like I don't know. It's weird. All right. Moving on. Twisted Voxel says PS6 may be delayed longer than expected as PS5 life cycle gets extended. PS5 Pro sales in line with PS4 Pro.
Oh, shit.
I don't know. Are you mad about that? Or are you happy?
Indifferent. I'm not interested in buying a PlayStation.
What? You're not interested in the PS6?
Yeah. They have to blow me away with like decent exclusives. I haven't. I'm yet to see one. Like, okay, maybe Bloodborne back in the gap, but I'm not waiting for it anymore. I moved on. I'm playing other shit.
I'm all in on the PS6. I don't know what it looks like. I don't know how much it costs, but day one, I'm getting it. Sony's gonna because they sent me last time. Last time Sony the PlayStation 5 came out, they sent me the link. They're like, here you go. Here's your link. You have 30 minutes before the store opens to get a PS5 before anyone else. And I'm sure that Sony's going to send me a link again. And so I can't not get it, TJ. Right? Like they're like, here you go. You could the website's not open to the public, but you could shop and pick up whatever games and controllers you want and everything. And I was at work. It was funny because they gave it to me, but I was at work, so I was like, fuck. I'm like on my phone buying my PS5, like while I'm trying to work. But I mean, how can you pass that up? They're like giving you exclusive fucking like access, right? All right, it says Sony expects the PS5 lifecycle to be extended and the PS6 to be delayed longer than expected, according to a new report. According to an analysis from Sandstone Insight Japan, authored by MST financial analyst David Gibson, Sony Group believes that the PS5 will have a longer than usual life cycle, with the launch of its successor, the PS6, expected to be delayed longer than many in the industry currently assume. I think that's not the real PS6, but I don't like that. It looks like it's going to fall over, right? Like,
yeah. Looks so brittle. Look at that.
Yeah, it's thin. Like, how can it? Like, I don't understand. How can it be so thin and be so advanced? Right? Like, all the PlayStations are big, thick boys. At least originally, right? They all start off as a big, thick boy, and then like the pros come out and they're like thinner. Gibson noted that Sony Group's overall Q3 results are likely to exceed market expectation, driven primarily by the continued strength of its gaming business. Both first-party titles developed by the company and third-party game sales have performed well. According to the report, Sony offered PS5 discounts during the holiday season that had been planned in advance. The third quarter revenue for game and network services is projected at 1.8 trillion yen, while operating profit is expected to reach around 160 billion yen. Man. Meanwhile, Matt Piscatella, you know who Matt Piscatella is, right, TJ?
I've heard the name. Yeah.
That's the bane of Smash JT's existence. Matt Piscatella is the guy who's
Yeah.
he's the Circana guy that Smash is always like, this guy's lying to you. He's lying. He's in the pocket. Well, they have to blow TJ away. They just have to blow me. Says Finbar. He says, senior director at video game industry advisor at Circana revealed that 13% of PS5 purchases in the U.S. during 2025 were Pro models, indicating that it's on track to match the lifetime sales percentage of the PS4 Pro in the country. Is there any reason to even get a PS5 Pro? Honestly. Like, I've never gotten any of the Pro models. I didn't get a PS4 Pro, and I never had any issues. And I don't think I'm going to get a PS5 Pro.
What's the difference?
I think it's like slightly better graphics and slightly faster and something like that. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't even know. But what is the difference? What is the difference between a PS4 or PS5? PS5 and PS5 Pro. All right, let's see. Let's go to no, these websites look weird. These websites look sketchy. I don't know. Here we go. So it says this from PC Mag. The PS5 Pro is a major upgrade over the 5-year-old PS5, thanks to its faster processor, additional storage, and graphics upscaling feature. So there you go. That's really it, TJ. It's just slightly faster. You excited? Excited by slightly faster gaming, TJ?
Slightly.
And I think it all depends on the developers and stuff, right? How they make their games. So some games are given upgrades. If you look at the games, they will say Pro upgraded or some shit. You can get a great 3D printer for $800. Just print out your own PlayStation. Difference is you poor.
Brokey bud.
Yeah. It's funny. I'm one of these idiots that bought a digital PS5, and then I accidentally bought a PS5 game, and I can't play it. It's digital.
Oh, Finbar's mad. He bought the Pro.
I brought fuck you. Remember when I was going to give away Pros to everyone on the panel? The good old days? No one wanted one. I was like, hey, I can get everybody a Pro. No one wanted it. Everyone was like, nah, we don't want that shit. All right, so Hideki Kono leaves Nintendo after nearly 40 years. Mario Kart and Yoshi's Island legend. So you got the new lady in charge of Nintendo. Bowser is out. That new lady's in. Not new. Let me rephrase that. She was promoted from within the company. She's been there for like 10 years or something. It says Nintendo veteran Hideki Kono leaves company after nearly 40 years. End of an era for Mario Kart and Yoshi's Island creator. One of Nintendo's most influential game designers, directors, and producers has left the company after nearly 40 years of service, marking the end of a remarkable run at the iconic Japanese game maker. What's going to happen when like Miyamoto and them all die, TJ? Is that going to be the end of Mario? Like when these guys,
like if the new crew fucks everything up, can you imagine?
Well, I haven't heard of like anyone being the heir apparent, the guy who Miyamoto took to the side. It was like, look, let me show you, let me give you the essence of Mario, right? Like who's going to take over? I think it might die. I think Mario, like you'll get new games will still come out, but I think they'll lose something, right?
Yeah, they'll lose the good storytelling and cinematic shit that they're having these days, probably.
It says Kono's departure, which was quietly confirmed via his personal social media and industry reports, reveals he left Nintendo in July after building a legendary career shaping some of the company's most beloved franchises. A creative force behind Nintendo classics, Hideki Kono joined Nintendo in 1986, beginning his career as designer and assistant director on early classics like Super Mario Bros. 2 and Super Mario Bros. 3. Is that the real Super Mario Bros. 2, or is that the... are they talking about the American Super Mario 2? I'm curious. His creative influence quickly expanded. He directed Super Mario Kart, the game that launched one of Nintendo's most enduring and popular multiplayer series.
Oh, I remember playing that. The very first one.
He directed Super Mario World 2, Yoshi's Island, a critically acclaimed platformer celebrated for its art style and gameplay. He also directed Mario Kart 64, bringing the series into 3D. It says across subsequent decades, Kono also served as producer on numerous Mario Kart titles, including Mario Kart DS, Mario Kart Wii, Mario Kart 7, Mario Kart 8, and Mario Kart Tour, and earned a special thanks credit on Mario Kart World. Says, beyond his foundational work on Mario Kart and Yoshi's Island, Kono's influence spanned multiple facets of Nintendo's evolution. He helped shape handheld gaming, including Nintendo 3DS hardware and its features as a producer. He played a role in Nintendo's mobile game efforts, contributing to projects such as Super Mario Run and Mario Kart Tour. Kono's credits include roles across dozens of titles, showcasing his versatility in game design and production. I think this is going to be a big blow to like that Nintendo feel, right? 56 says, I still play Yoshi's Island. Mario Kart 64 3D with them busted fake 2D sprites. Says, industry observers note that Kono's departure highlights a transition phase at Nintendo, as several key veterans from the company's formative decades begin stepping away from daily development. End of an era, beginning of the next. Despite the quiet nature of his exit and lack of an official Nintendo statement, fans and industry peers alike have expressed deep appreciation for Kono's contributions, which helped define multiplayer gaming and bring joy to players across generations. His work has influenced how countless players experience Nintendo worlds, characters, and innovations. As Nintendo continues to evolve, Kono's legacy, particularly in the Mario Kart series, will remain a cornerstone of the company's creative history. I think this is it. I think maybe within the next 2 or 3 years, that's going to be it for Nintendo as far as like the old guard. I think they're all going to be gone.
All their franchises are going the way of Crash Bandicoot. That's the only thing that differentiated all the Mario shit from everything else. Just
but is that
ideas and innovation and shit?
With that happening, like with the old guard of Nintendo being phased out, stepping away, retiring, is that going to be it? Because like those are the games. Like they've shaped, influenced, created, worked on the games that are the heart and soul of Nintendo, right? Like the only reason to get a Switch, those are those games, right? Like your Mario Kart,
the new ones,
your Mario World,
as we've seen.
Yeah. So, how's that gonna play out in the next couple of years? I wonder what Nintendo's gonna look like in 10 years. Like their exclusives now without those guys, right?
Yeah.
I wonder if they wrote down, if they're like, hey, before you retire, can you write down like the next 6 Mario Kart games? Like, what do you have in mind for like the next 6 Mario Kart games? Just spitball something for us, right? I think they know that. I just think they're less showy with the whole "this is my successor." It will be someone we may not know, but was chosen by them. This guy who likes Heelys. Could be. Yeah. But it's weird. It's weird. All right, TJ, I got some trailers. Want to watch some trailers?
Hell yeah.
This is Escape from Ever After. It's the launch trailer.
Hi there, and welcome to your new job with Ever After Inc. That's right, your fairy tale is under new management. From bedtime fables to epic adventures, storybooks are.
I like the art style. It's very Paper Mario.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Untapped market ripe with valuable resources, cheap labor, and profit to be had. That's why Ever After Inc. is expanding from the real world to transform these timeless tales into commercially viable enterprises. Your job here is simple. You'll have your very own office, of course, and we'll be sending you on dangerous business trips across a vast network of storybook worlds. You'll team up with an exceptional team of cross-departmental fairy tale colleagues. Learn to leverage their unique skills and take part in high-risk negotiations. Where do you see yourself in 5 years? 10 years? 20 years?
It's fighting Cthulhu.
Oh shit!
I don't know. I think this looks pretty interesting. It has a more kid aesthetic, right? Kid friendly, but I think it's like a kid friendly RPG with some management sim stuff in there.
A family here at Ever After Inc. Perform well, climb the corporate ladder, and maybe you'll even get promoted. And we won't stop there. Ever After Inc. is expanding into storybooks of all genres. Our shareholders back in the real world have never been happier. By the way,
this right here, when they said like we're expanding into new storybooks, it almost seems like this is like an easy layup for like DLC and stuff, right?
Yeah.
I hear there's a group of rogue employees that are trying to sabotage the company from within. You wouldn't happen to know anything about that, would you? We'll circle back to that later. You got the job! Welcome to Ever After Inc. You'll love it here! Because at Ever After Inc., we don't just believe in happy endings, we create them!
Seems good. Seems like something I might play. I'm gonna put this on my list. It's on my wish list now.
PlayStation.
Fable. Have you ever played a Fable game, TJ?
The first three. Well, they were only three, right? Yeah, I guess. I played all of them.
I only played the first three. TJ's only been three. Yeah. I guess every single game.
See, what's it called? I do remember back in the gap, I listened to fucking Peter Molyneux, Hibbity Jibbity, about how gigantic the game is going to be. And then I was very disappointed, but I still found them very fun. Like just, third person, like RPG, hack and slash shit. Like that's how I treated them anyway.
I mean, technically there's more because you have, you got Fable, The Lost Chapters, which I think is just Fable like 1.5, right? You got Fable 2, and you had something called Fable Pub Games, Fable 3, Fable Coin Golf, Fable Heroes, Fable The Journey,
Damn.
Fable Fortune was a digital card game, and then the new Fable. So it's been like 9 years since the last Fable anything, but it's been 2012, so we're talking 14 years since the last actual game, not like a card game or a mobile thing, right?
Yeah.
But I've never played. I'm not a big Xbox guy. I didn't have Xbox, so I was never a Fable guy. But it did. I almost bought into the Peter Molyneux Hibbity Jibbity, right? The whole like, oh, you plant a seed at the beginning of the game, and then by the end of the game, it grows into a tree.
See, when your character dies, if you got married and had a kid, you'll play as the kid. Nope.
Like, it like Fable was what's that? What's that space game that never like really lived up to
Yes. No Man's Sky.
the hype? Yeah. Fable was the No Man's Sky of its day, right? Like, look at all these things, and you're like, oh, this is awesome. And it like never lived up to that. Right? Never lived up to those things. That's
16
insane.
times the detail. It just works. Oh wait, that's Todd Howard.
Now let's see what the new Fable. Ken, do you think the new Fable is going to live up to the hype of the original? Is Peter Molyneux even involved in the new Fable? Let's see. New Fable. Who is it's good old Peter. Let's see. Producers Rachel Hardley, Ian Mitchell, directors Ralph Fulton, designer Will Kennedy, programmer. Now I don't think Peter's involved in this one, TJ. I think we might have a good game on our hands.
So far, so good. Looks good.
Be the hero you want to be. Oh shit, they're already hyping things up, TJ.
Already more hibbity-jibbity.
Larry Bundy Jr. hated Peter Molyneux for that exact reason. He said he was full of shit. Peter Molyneux was Larry's Tellerico or Eric July. Yeah, I remember that. He's still in Larry's videos. He still throws shade at Molyneux every once in a while. He can put a chicken costume on, build an extraordinary life.
How can I help you, boss?
Oh, there's black people in the game. It's failed. TJ, it's woke.
Woke.
Not woke. Look at all that bread.
Fancy a date?
Your choice changes the world.
Very impressive.
You can't get married and have kids. That's what I got.
Fairy tale ending not guaranteed. What the hell was that? Did you become? Were you?
Wait a minute. What is this? Does he face the game creator?
I don't know, because like he's got glasses on.
You mean God in the game? You know, it's like in Marvel, right? Like the one above all is Jack Kirby, I guess.
Yeah, see,
Why
the
would they
glasses
put that
is what's
there?
throwing me off, TJ, because glasses aren't really like a fantasy world thing, right? They look wooden, so on the one hand, I go, maybe he is just like a wizard, and those are just like fantasy world glasses. But on the other hand, I'm like, no, glasses are like a modern thing. Like he's wearing glasses, it's like the real world, right?
Yeah, it's the video game character meeting a real world person. Like, what's going on here?
Did you see they're going to the office style cutaways for the NPCs? No, I did not. This is the first I'm seeing of it. I'm actually, I try not to watch any of these trailers or anything until Saturday. So I'm here with you reacting. All this is my like fresh reaction. Coming autumn 2026.
PlayStation.
I might have to check that out. It is on PlayStation, right? All right, so this is one of my kind of games. You guys are probably not going to like it, but hey, it's got fantasy, violence, and language.
Hello, Paris! Bonjour! Bonjour!
Mary Kiki's delivery service coded.
Yeah. That's some Studio Ghibli shit.
I don't know why, like playing these games where you just like run a shop and like bake bread or like make sandwiches or something like it's just so relaxing. I just love it. I guess it's I think it's the numbers, like seeing numbers go up and making money, making fictional money, right? I think there's something satisfying about that for me, anyway. Hold on. He says the big guy is a black comedian. He looks the exact same. I forgot his name. I thought he looked familiar, but I couldn't place him. The numbers don't lie. They don't. Oh shit! Something's gonna happen besides baking stuff. Like, that is so fucking Ghibli coded. Look at that shit.
Yeah.
The Witch's Bakery. Look at that. Wish list it now. I'm all in.
PlayStation.
When it comes to video games and music, I have the gayest taste in both of those. Anyway, Mechborn.
Hi, Jules.
I love mech games and I love like card games like this. Where it's like,
Yeah, it's
again,
like
something
Midnight
satisfying
Suns.
about this because it's like strategy and like coming up with the perfect fucking plays and stuff.
Right.
Yeah, you could craft your ultimate mech. Coming late 2026. I have a lot of hope for this game. I just hope it's not bogged down in microtransactions and shit, right?
Yeah.
Play the pre-alpha. How's there? What the hell is a pre-alpha, TJ? I know what an alpha is, but how's there like alpha is like the early build of the game? Like, what would be a pre-alpha? Like, we haven't even made the game yet. Just here, try like one mechanic.
It's weird. Like, the problem is alpha in these cases with the indie games. It means like it either means it's going to be like that forever and it's actually complete, or not complete. Good luck, you know.
Why can't they make a good Gundam game? I want them to make a G Gundam. Can you make a G Gundam where like you develop your own pilot, you get your own Gundam, and you fight like through an arena, right? All right, so this is 1348 Ex Voto. This game is driving the anti-woke people nuts, TJ.
Oh shit!
Because it is like you play as a French knight that happens to be a lesbian.
Oh, that's okay. I was wondering what they were talking about. I saw my Twitter being flooded with this shit.
That's not fair.
The world is not fair. Oh, my noble knight Erin, without...
Well, here's the thing, right? Like right off the bat, here's what I'm gonna say. The criticism of the main character, right, I think are completely unwarranted. And here's why. Okay. Smash and them are saying that this main character is too ugly, right? Like they want to play like a hot, sexy girl. And my thought would be, if she's pretending to be a knight, she's probably pretending to be a boy, right? Like she's probably
that's
like
the point.
butch and like her haircut and everything is like butch and manly because like she's trying to like she's pretending to be a knight, clearly, right?
Casca, berserk, you know. She
Yeah.
got her hair short. She have to look butch.
So I because I know they're complaining like, oh, she's ugly, like this is like an ugly chick or whatever. And I'm like, yeah, but I think she has to be like she's like trying to pretend to be a dude because she's a knight errant, right?
Have they not watched Mulan?
Yeah. Exactly. It's like, why does Mulan look so butch in that scene? Like, because she's pretending to be a boy. Like,
Can you imagine? Yeah, if Mulan came out now.
aid this fair damsel to rise.
Bianca, where have they taken you?
I think also, if the art style is supposed to be creepy and off-putting, why not? You know, make the characters also look creepy.
Well, I mean, to me, it looks like the I hate to say it, but it looks like the kid from Stranger Things, the gay kid.
Yeah.
Right. So it's a butch lesbian that looks like Will from Stranger Things.
Bianca,
Also, it's got a little bit of Joan of Arc kind of in there, right?
Yeah.
you are all that is left to me.
So, you're the young knight who's brought chaos to this camp.
I seek word of a young postulant. She was kidnapped from my town by your men. You murder. You kidnap. I take no pleasure in bloodshed, yet your actions demand it.
When the pestilence came, he turned his back on us all. Do you have any idea how hard it is to feed a family, little lord?
I swore an oath of justice.
Do you believe I enjoy doing the things I've done?
They have put
Trust
me
me.
through hard times, Daddy.
I mean, the graphics look pretty good. What the fuck is this animation? It's an indie game.
Yeah.
March 12th. Wish list now. It looked decent enough.
It's all right.
Little Euro jank in there.
I hope it's not a Souls-like, though.
I think it's going to be
Fire
more
those.
like Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Yeah. Or like Sekiro, at least. You know, you're just parrying all the time. I like that, at least.
You murder. You kidnap.
Yeah, I think it looks decent enough. I'll reserve judgment when I see more of it, but I mean, I wasn't offended. Are you offended by it, TJ? Are you like really mad?
Looks fine to me.
Hmm.
Yeah, For Honor, probably. Yeah.
PlayStation.
All right, so this is a Milky Delivery. Again, I'm just really retarded because I like stupid games.
We're making a new game.
That's my food was actually delivered by somebody on a bicycle yesterday, TJ, in the middle of the fucking night.
Oh, shit.
Like I when I ordered those Whoppers the other day, like it came on a bicycle. I was like, what the fuck is this? And it's cold as fuck out here too. So like this lady's like
Damn.
bicycling at like 7 at night in the fucking Chicago winter. Explore a charming countryside. Delivering milk. Upgrade your bike and dairy farm. Reconnect, a faded community. Again, I like these stupid kind of games. It looks fun. Child labor, the game.
Child labor.
It looks good to me. All right, this is the last game. It looks again. This is a little puzzle game, but with trains. Just gotta connect the tracks, build your path, avoid obstacles, rail
This looks
forward.
fun.
I'm assuming it's gonna be one of these games that's like real easy at the first couple of levels, and then just like the difficulty starts going up and up as new mechanics are introduced, right?
Reminds me of the pipe game. Remember that shit?
Yeah. Like I said, I think it's gonna be one of these games where you have a limited amount of tiles to put down, so you have to figure out how to best connect the tracks. Yeah. I like it. I like trains. I think this is going to do very well. Now, if it's like 50, this is not no $50 game, right? That's just choo-choo rockets, but trains. Yeah, exactly. I think if it's like a $10, $20 game, it'll do well. Anything more than that, anything more than 20, I think that train game is too much. Too much.
Yep.
Yeah. All right, TJ. Man, we're speed running this one tonight. See what happens when there's no Autoy? No Autoy, and we just speed run through the whole fucking thing.
No interruptions. No hibbity jibbity. Except for me.
Yeah. Well, I mean, except for the hibbity jibbity at the beginning when you're like, in other geek news, Batgirl Lives. Perk will prove it with a teaser tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern and 5 p.m. Pacific. Let's fucking go. Where's Blinded?
Shit.
Blinded was hiding. He's hiding because he didn't want to discuss all of his weight loss, I think. All right. So, 4 days ago, I asked you, do you think Eric July is getting Rippaverse comics into comic retail stores? 82% said no. That's not what Eric's doing. So I guess Eric's big announcement did come out, TJ. He's writing a book, giving advice to people.
Oh, no. The business book it is.
Yeah, he's writing like a business book.
Nice hat.
And then 3 days ago, we had the member hangout. I said 2 days ago, is Frog Tony a simp? 69% said yes. 6% said no. 25% said, who cares? Who cares, TJ? Whether or not I'm a simp, how does that affect my ability to make fun of Eric July's comic book company? I don't think it does. I don't think it affects my ability to critique art. And,
that's right.
And I don't think it affects my ability to promote. But if anything, I'm a freckle simp, right? Yeah.
The big book of business.
Yeah. And again, like this whole thing, not to derail, but I should have said, is Tony a simp based on year-old fucking conversations, right?
Hmm.
I don't think a lot of people realize that. Like all that shit's like over a year old. Every time Tony takes a sniff, we know.
Especially in winter.
Yeah. All right. I said, how many variant covers should an indie comic have? 20% said 0. No variants. 8% said 1. 2 covers is 18%. And then 54% said, fuck it, as many as you want, TJ. As many as you want. What's up, Finbar?
How's my mic? Can you hear me okay?
It's a little echoey, but pretty good.
How's that now?
A little better.
Awesome. I'm at work, so it's going to be a bit patchy, and I may go silent as well. So I apologize in advance.
Well, we're almost done. We're just wrapping up here.
Yeah.
It sounds like you're playing games. You're like, I'm at work and I hear like, bling, bling.
No, that's the volume. I'm trying to get the volume right so I can hear you.
All right. Ask us anything. We got 6 questions in the Ask Us Anything. My sketchbook says, will you move differently in 2026? I think we've already started moving differently, right? I'm putting up videos every day. You get a daily video. I'm doing the what the hell are those shorts, right? I'm clipping stuff and putting them into shorts.
We're covering JCW.
Yeah, covering JCW. So I think we're moving differently. I think we've been moving differently for a while. I think people just haven't noticed. We've done it so subtly, right?
True.
That they really haven't noticed.
And you're losing weight as well.
Yeah, and I'm losing weight again. I think every year I lose weight, right?
I'll try to, yeah.
Frog Tony is not a simp. He may be an asshole, a porn star, a simp, but never a communist. Yeah.
Well, there you go.
Says, now that Ethan said you're not CG, what community is your next victim? Comicsgate. Comicsgate is my next victim. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not going anywhere. So he kind of stuck with me.
Leaves. Yeah. Even EVS said it himself. Nobody ever leaves.
And shout out to EVS. He's still the homie. You know, a lot of people want to try to drive a wedge between myself and EVS, right? It's not going to happen. Sorry to disappoint you. Sorry. What did Eric July always say? Sorry for your confusion, right?
But if I was going to make cause mayhem in another community, I'd say maybe wrestling. JCW.
Why can't we be both?
Well, we
Yeah,
can.
there you go.
In fact, this next question, TJ, this leads on to maybe being three things.
Well, 56K warning. It's not really a question. It just says Anime Hour is truly dead. Laughing potion face. How could you tell me?
See, there's a question there. How could
you, Tony?
But he put in an exclamation point. That's not a question mark.
Yeah, see, that's where he fucked up. It should have been a question mark.
It's not. It's more like, how could you, Tony? Right?
Well, as it happens, it's not dead because me and TJ are in talks to revive it.
Obviously, I love anime too, and I'd love to be a part of this. But this is Finbar's call. He Anime Hour is his baby. Right?
Yeah, we won't necessarily be doing it on this channel because I know Tony hates it. So
I love it. I love Anime Hour.
You killed it.
No, there was reasons.
You killed it.
I'll bring it. I will unkill it. I will resurrect it right now, Finbar. If you can promise me that you'll be there to fucking film stuff or to record shit, then I will bring it back next week. Next week we'll have
live.
I make no promises.
That's not Anime Hour. My girl Bianca or bust. Well,
I don't think she's interested in coming back.
Too bad for that. Like, see, especially the direction we're going. Okay, based on you guys, as we've seen and many observations I've had, you all want commentary on boomer anime, the good shit. 80s, 90s, maybe early 2000s, maybe recent ones that are reflecting on the, or like sequels to the 80s and 90s shit.
It's definitely going to, if it does come back and it's me and TJ doing it, it's definitely going to kick off where it ended with the Guyver will be the next show we do, because that's the one I was going to do when we
Why do you keep trying to exclude me off of the anime shit?
You're not interested.
I keep saying I'm interested, and you keep going. You're not interested.
I don't think so.
I love anime.
We'll talk about it later.
Well,
but I don't think Bianca's interested in coming back to it, so we have to. I'll have to talk
when
to
will
her.
you be free to record, Finbar? Let's
When
hammer
am
it
I
out.
free?
We're going to do a Dick Masterson. Let's do it right now, live on the show. I don't want no emails about this. When would you be available to record? Do you want to do it live or do you want to record?
No, I want to edit it so there's clips like I did before. Okay. It's quite important to me that there's visual stuff on it.
I agree.
But I want to. So,
right?
But what me and TJ have said is we want to get the book finished and then we'll do it. Because it's a distraction. That's why we had to end it before, because it was distracting me.
Okay, so what you're saying is I should do my own Anime Hour leading up to the real Anime Hour coming back. Got it.
If you're desperate to bring it back, then yeah.
Well, I love anime. I still want to talk about anime. I've always wanted to talk about anime. That's why we started the Anime Hour.
Yeah.
Y'all distracted yourself. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sailor Moon, that was the poll winner, says 56K.
No, it wasn't.
That was some heavy Ghibli. No, I didn't see any Sailor Moon.
No, so his option was on the poll, but it didn't win. So sit down, 56K.
I don't remember. That was so long ago. That poll was up.
I remember it. His option was on the poll, but it didn't win. It was Death Note that won it. Nerdet's newsstand suggested Death Note and it won. Believe me, we tried everything we could to fucking doctor that poll to make sure that didn't win, but it did.
First one on the comeback is
multiple
Inuyasha. A guy like Seeley says we got to do Inuyasha, and it's all related.
Whoa. Whoa.
You joke, but that was a consideration. That we talked about that.
No, I think
not the fan fiction part, but the show itself.
I think classic, doing a mixture between classic anime and newer anime, right? Like 1 week an old anime, 1 week a newer anime.
Like, see, every other motherfucker out there is just covering isekai bullshit, or like modern shit that's tailored towards kids and Zoomers. Like,
Tony,
all
did
these,
you not
all these
watch
comic
me?
book motherfuckers aren't interested in that shit.
Did you not watch me and Bianca's show?
No.
It was old stuff and new stuff.
Why
mixed
would I
together.
watch your show?
Because it's on your channel.
Well, exactly. That's why I don't watch anything on my channel.
That's why it failed. No support from the boss.
Saints
No, I think I watched
Tech.
1 or 2 episodes. I don't remember. Now you're putting me on the spot to whether or not I watched Anime Hour.
So we did 3x3 eyes for the first.
I did
the
watch
first
that one.
review, right? And then I think it was then Bianca's choice, and then we did a viewer's choice. So it was like 3x3 eyes. Bianca's choice was keep your hands off Izukin, and then we did Death Note, and then that's when you killed it after Death Note, or was it?
Well,
after
I think
Izukin?
that was a very prophetic. You watch Death Note, and then I just wrote in the thing, Anime Hour.
Yeah. Yeah. Bianca.
But the original Anime Hour was with me and Bianca, and we did we
you did it
covered
live,
Perfect
though.
Blue.
Yeah.
We covered some of Baki. Without, I think the first one we didn't even like cover a specific one. I think we just apparently we also we covered Chainsaw Man. Look at that.
Yeah, you did, yeah. You didn't do it with clips though. If you'd done it with clips when you came to Perfect Blue, I would have like had a clip to describe the section where you see Bush. You know, if you can get
I think
away
we
with it
did.
on YouTube.
I think on Baki, we eventually started having clips. Right?
Yeah, I remember you doing it at one. I think you had them lined up though. You did it live and you had them lined up.
Yeah.
I edited mine. Mine took ages to edit.
Well, because we did ours live, if
Yeah.
I remember correctly.
Yeah, you did.
And then I think we started it live, and then we ended up recording, and then like it just fell apart.
Yeah.
I can't even remember what it was we covered on this episode. I'm looking. Because there's no visual. But yeah, I think we can bring it back. You guys covered 3x3 Eyes episodes 1 and 2, Death Note episodes 1 through 25. You covered 25 episodes?
Yeah.
That's a lot. Nerdette was on that show?
Nerdette was on the first one, just at the start, just to introduce her choice that won. And then me and Bianca did the review.
Well, also, like it's called Anime Hour, and I don't think any one of your episodes made it to an hour.
Right. The reason why none of them made it to an hour is because when you're doing like an edited video and you upload it onto StreamYard, if it's over an hour, I think you need like a higher level of subscription. So they had to all be cut under an hour, and that was another thing that took ages as well. Because we fucking rambled on and on, you know.
Just have Finbar and Rosie Anime Hour.
Oh, yeah, Rosie was on it. I forgot about that. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Got to pull a Nux Taku and have hentai watch parties.
Oh.
Perfect Blue is good. I do love Perfect Blue. It's a great show.
There's Bush in Perfect Blue.
Apothecary Diaries and Freerin are worth watching. I've heard good things about both. I have not watched
Freerin seems interesting.
Now it's JJK and Chainsaw Man. It's I like dark and more complicated anime is the new grift. The whole isekai stuff is dead.
Oh, it's deeper than you think, guys. Yeah, that's what they're doing. Even though it's like just
Robotech.
absurd.
Tony watched shit. I know. I watched the Izukin one. I watched a couple of them. I still need the Anime Hour logo. I need it for my car bumper.
You can do that for it. Yeah, you can do that in the store.
Well, give me
there's a logo for it. Blinded made it.
I need the file.
Blinded's got it.
Put it up in the shop. But I think we can bring it back.
We will we'll get the comic done first, and then we'll bring it back. Me and TJ will host it.
Why do you keep again, TJ? I think he doesn't want to talk anime with me.
Don't
Yeah,
tell
why
him,
can't
TJ.
it be us three?
Fuck that guy.
Whatever. Just go ahead. Do anime.
figure
I'll
it
do
out.
my own anime hour with blackjack and hookers. We'll call
We'll
it
figure it out.
the real anime hour.
Yeah, we'll figure it out later.
But so that right now, 56K warning. We are promising you, Anime Hour will return in 2026. That is a Frog Tony guarantee.
2026.
Yeah. The comic's supposed to be done by this year.
Well, let's save that for the next question, okay?
Wait, what do you mean? You at the beginning of the year you promised this, TJ.
Yeah, wait. That's the question this next guy's going to ask.
How long until you launch your book would you offer a digital version? Well, let's ask the first question. How long until we launch the book? Finbar, did you have any comment on that?
So I've said it will launch this year, and what I mean by that is that the crowdfund will launch this year.
Yeah.
And to give it a sort of idea of where we are, so originally Tony submitted a 26-page story to me, and it was all drawn, some of it rough, most of it was done though. And then we looked at it again, and the ending needed to be expanded. So we've overhauled the last third act of the book. So pages 1 through 16 are done. 18 and 20 is done, and TJ's inking them now. 17 and 19 will be finished this week. And then I'm going to carry on with the redraw of the third act, which is going to take a bit of time.
Yeah, we're waiting
It
for
would
that
have
big
also-
action scene.
Yeah, it would have almost been done, pretty much done, if we'd left it as it is, but it wasn't living up to what we wanted it to live up to when we looked at it as it was. So we convinced Tony to let us expand it to so the main story will be 30 pages instead of 26 plus a 4-page epilogue. I don't think you've told anybody what's happening with the epilogue, have you?
No.
No, he mentioned it.
Have you mentioned
Yeah.
how it's being done? No, who's doing it specifically? Yeah. Okay. So me and TJ will finish the 30 pages, and then Zombie Boy will handle the epilogue. And that'll take us to 34 plus Jersey Blue plus Gar and the fake ad. So it should take us to what I think 42 pages total.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's before we add any extra things in if we do. But the crowdfund will happen this year. It's going to happen before 2026 is out, but it doesn't mean that the comic will be like totally done.
No, but I mean, as long as you're done drawing it and we launch the crowdfund, then Anime Hour can come back because you're done with your part of it. That's it.
Yeah, once I'm finished, once I've penciled the last page and I hand it to TJ, any revisions that need to be done will be handled by TJ anyway.
That's all we're waiting for. Yep.
It's just that last, the third act, that's the part that's going to be tough because we've made it a bit more ambitious than it was previous.
We'll like I said.
And as for a digital version, yeah, of course there'll be a digital version. I mean, it might not, if you don't want to release it legally, then there still will be a digital version. I'll have it.
Here's my my take on the digital version. I do want to offer a digital version, but I don't want the digital version to come out before the physical, right?
Yeah, you said this before, right?
Yes.
So we get the physical crowdfund done, and then a little bit later we'll release the digital.
No, but I mean, even if we put the digital in the crowdfund, right? My thinking is still that until we ship, right, and then we wait like a week or 2 weeks after the shipping gets started on the physicals before I send everyone their digitals. Like, I don't want to be like, okay, the crowdfunding is over. Here's your digital copy, right? Because I don't want the people that get the digital before the physical. I want the physical and digital to show up about the same time, right?
Yeah.
Because I always hate that. Like, I bought the physical and I have to wait to read the comic, and someone who bought a cheaper digital version gets to read it first, right? I think that's kind of unfair. Like, you're spending more money in supporting us better or more financially, more monetarily, right?
Yeah, that's the $5 sale fiasco all over again.
Yeah. So, I mean, that way, if people are like, oh, I'm getting if they were getting the digital in anticipation that, we'll get it sooner, right? So I'm getting the cheaper one to get it quicker. I'm telling you no. if we do a digital, which we're probably going to do, you won't get it until I know that the physical copies are in someone's hand, right? The first person to go, hey, I got it, boom, then I go, okay, now we can release the digital, right?
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So that way it's fair on both sides. And also, I think with the digital version, there's going to be extra stuff in the digital version. Okay. I'm not sure what yet, but there will be some extra stuff. And when I say extra stuff, I don't mean like new pages or like exclusive content. I think it's going to be more like, because I got you, right? Like, boom, you bought a digital version. So, like, also, like, there might be like an ad for the store. There might be like, hey, go check out the fucking Frogman Joe King book, right? So you're going to get like extra ads, is what I'm saying, essentially, right?
Yeah.
Digital, but Vito. So there's that. Just another guy says, is it normal to have 3 terabytes of hentais? Lakari situations. You know what's crazy? Lakari and an actual PDF action mirrors because most of them have terabytes of gooting materials in their hard drive. What's the point of having that much downloaded? That's a 3 terabytes. That's a lot of, like, could you even, are we talking like 3 terabytes of, I know hentai is adult material, but I'm saying, like, are we talking movies or was it 3 terabytes worth of like hentai mangas, right? Like,
it's an addiction problem, is what
like
it is.
digital books. I don't even know if it's an addiction problem. Is it a collecting problem?
Yeah.
How are you reading all those? That's a gooning problem. Like,
yes.
Sounds like the kind of question Carl used to ask.
Lakari did nothing wrong. Malware byte scanned successfully. I don't even know who Lakari is.
JDA is into that shit, apparently.
Tony, 3 terabytes of Tony dick pics. Who downloads porn? Yeah. I don't know. But it's
But yeah, this
that's
this type of behavior, it spells issues. That's why these kinds of people creep me out. Like, you know, some of our haters, they're these types. See?
Well, if it's all anime, then yeah, 3 terabytes you could probably fill up easy, right?
No, 3 terabytes is. Do you understand how much?
If you have it on high quality, like, you know what I mean?
No, it's no.
You could have, you know, I don't know, 100 video games with that shit. Probably more.
No, not these days. 3 terabytes these days isn't really a lot of space.
1 terabyte is 1,000 gigabytes.
Yeah.
So I mean,
the game's like 100 gig now, right?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I'd rather have a game, you know, like 100 gigabytes instead of.
Yeah, but a game is 100 gigs, so you can get like 30 games potentially, depending, like, you know, 30 AAA games, right? But I don't think even a high quality movie is not no fucking 100 gigabytes. I think maybe 2 or 3 gigabytes, and I think that's pushing it, right?
Yeah. You can compress that shit too.
I'm assuming it's not. This is uncompressed, like unfucking zipped stuff, right?
Yeah. Unzipped.
Unzipped.
Extracted folders. That's what I'm saying. But I mean, yeah, it's not normal. I would say no.
Yeah, this is mental illness.
I never understood people who have like giant collections like that. Like, do you? I don't watch movies over again, right? It's like normal movies, right? Most, I think, 95% of all movies I won't watch over, even if I like them, even if I enjoy them, right? I don't think I've ever watched like Endgame. I've only watched Endgame once. I've never rewatched it. Infinity War, I think I watched it once, right? And I like those movies. A movie has to be real, like fucking top notch. Like Princess Bride, I'll watch that all day, every day, right? But I don't think I've ever watched adult material where I was like, that's the one. Like, I need to watch this over and over again. And then to have 3 terabytes of that, like there's so
That's
many
these
like,
guys.
like these are
Yeah.
so many like S rank porn that you need to like save them all in case you know. It's crazy. Just buy external drives and stack them. It's not normal to open a text doc for corn. Tony, I don't be lying. I'm telling the truth. I don't need to lie. I don't watch movies over and over again. It's just not a habit I have. But yeah, there's no like. I don't think there's a. Do you have that one movie, that one Gooning movie, TJ, that you just keep coming back to?
Coming.
Interesting choice of words.
Yeah, I didn't mean it, but it came out that way. That's like filming a movie in RAW format where the file size is way too big. I filmed a short film and it hit 1 terabyte, but the file sizes were huge because we filmed in RAW, better color grading. We all have that go-to corn, says 56.
We sure do.
All right. Just another guy says, I reckon that Vito spent super killer money on Magic the Gathering Pokemon card stuff to try and flip them for more money. Do you agree or disagree? What crazy theory is that you can think of on the super killer delay?
It's just not colored, right?
That's what he claims, but he showed colored versions, and he every time he like, I'm right there. We just gotta like color 5 more pages, and then like next update, we're right there. It's like 5 more pages. He has been like, it was finished coloring, and then it wasn't finished colored, and then it was, and then there was a couple pages.
See, I think he's trapped like with his artist somehow. He doesn't want to throw him under the bus, but his artist clearly is giving him a hard time.
No, the artist supposedly is
his
done.
artist coloring it though.
No, he's got he.
Oh, he's the one coloring it.
No,
Or
he's not.
finding out a way.
He's not
All
coloring
right.
it. He sent it away to somebody. Remember, at one point they were holding the pages.
Oh, right. So much jibbity happened with this comic. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
They were what, holding the pages hostage?
Yeah, that's what he claimed.
Really?
He's like, I couldn't get the pages back from the colorist, and we're like, well, did you not pay him or something? Like there was like,
Where was the colorist in Venezuela?
I don't look at that. So here's the last. This isn't the last update, but this is the last update in regards to like coloring and everything. It says, update, the bleeding edge. It's been 2 years since I recklessly launched this campaign, and I'm confident to say that things are finally wrapping up. I want to quickly drop a line about where we're at. I had originally planned to drop the digital version earlier this month, but we ran into the last-minute issue while getting pages prepped. When templating a comic page, you have 3 important boxes to keep in mind. The trim line, the margin area, and, of course, the live area. I love how he has to like show you, like, look, guys, this is what a comic page looks like. Says, our issue was that a number of our pages had insufficient bleed, meaning we needed to extend some of the art to avoid things getting oddly cut off. You know what would really help that? In the old Marvel comics, when they had the big, thick edges, right? The big black edges around everything. Yeah. So it says, you can see in this example where the red boxes on the left show areas that needed to be extended to the full edge of the document, and the right side shows the fixes we made. So this is and then see, he had to just add this little bit of art to the end, and now it's better.
All right.
And see, like right here, like, oh, he had to add this little bit of art to the bottom. Now it's all better. But you see, like, this is a colored page, right? Like, this page should be good to go, right?
Yeah.
So then what's the problem?
Well, if they're holding it hostage, it's the problem.
I know people hate the term learning opportunity, but hell, man, I've never made a comic book before. I know I can save a lot of time by developing an official in-house page template and making sure artists use it. Aside from that, it's been some necessary last-minute visual tweaks, making it so the comic Sam is reading actually looks like a comic, or adjusting Meteor Man's lab to have a bit more of a sci-fi look. So this is what the comic looked like before, and now this is what it looks like now. See how it's got these old-timey ads in there in the one page?
Yeah. I like that one on the right. That one's cool.
Yeah.
I like the one on the right, but the one on the left is sufficient, right?
Yeah.
I wouldn't be like, oh man, this comic shit. Did you see?
Nobody would have cared actually.
But then again, you say that, but when you originally wanted us to colour, or the way you wanted Ben to colour the book was sufficient until we came up with the other way of doing it, which will look even better.
Yeah, but we hadn't finished yet, so that's why it's different.
Well, neither is Vito.
Well, I think Vito
So
would have
this
been
is the
fine if he
original-
didn't make the campaign so early. See,
This is the original version of the lab, and this is the new version with these new colors.
Yeah, I remember you and him arguing about this, and I didn't really. You were arguing about the monitor, why you can see him through it and all that.
Yeah. But I mean, again, like it's finished, it's colored, like so this should be fine. Point is, we lost a few weeks fixing the bleed issue, but we are otherwise just about ready to print this sucker. I am prepping a black and white digital version as we speak and hope to have it for you in a few weeks. So this was his update on 5/23/2025. If we go back to the updates, so in a few weeks, he was going to have the digital version that turned into 3 months. It took 3 months from this update to this update to get you a digital version. So you got the digital edition now available, blah, blah, blah. So here's printing the comic. Our next step is to actually print the book. This is going to be a bit messy as we have 2 different versions of the book, black and white and color, and 4 different covers. But this production step is my sole focus at this point, and I'll update you as our print schedule when I have more details. Now, we are currently completing a final revision pass to lock in the color version and adjust a few small mistakes you may have caught in the digital version. But thankfully, the bulk of the work is already done, and we just need to prep our files for print. And this was on 8/28. So
There you go. It's almost there.
sounds good.
yeah. I don't know. As far as what my theory is on what's the holdup, I do think that he spent the money. And I don't necessarily mean that he spent the money and it's gone. I think knowing Vito probably invested it either in crypto or stocks. They went down, and now he's like, fuck. If I sell it, right? Like, even if the stock, I'm not saying like, oh, he bought it at 100 and the stock went down to like 50. I'm saying like, even if he bought it at 100 and the stock went down to 95, I know Vito well enough to go, he's not going to sell it at 95 to get the money to print it and take that loss, right? He's going to like, oh, I got to wait till it goes back to 101 so I can, make a little money, right? And Vito keeps delaying this with small excuses. He is on that pipe. Vito better pay for top printing for these extra details. Yeah. Don't spit that bibbity jiminy on this channel. Fool. No, there's no bibbity jiminy. No. My guess is it didn't turn out the way he imagined, and he is kind of embarrassed. What could be wrong with the way? I mean, he put out the digital version, right? So the comic exists.
Yeah, it looks fine.
Yeah. Or the money just ran out. It happens. Price of bricks went up, and Vito couldn't cover it.
Oh,
because he's a pig and he lives in a brick house.
If the colorists that are working on it at the minute were holding pages hostage, he can't just give it to somebody else because it will look different if he gets, if he gets 2 different sets of colorists.
Yeah, but that was over a year ago when he said that, and then apparently he got those pages back already.
Has he? What were they holding it hostage for? Did he just not pay them?
He didn't know. He just wouldn't say. Like, we're like, yeah, we said that. We go, what? You didn't pay them or something?
Money,
He's
right?
like, no. Like, I gave them the pages and they just won't give them back to me. I'm like, that doesn't sound right. Like, he says things and you go, that just doesn't sound like it makes any sense, right?
You give us the money, pig, or we'd not give you the pages.
And we were like, well, just like, well, if they don't want to give you pages, then just like get a new colorist, right? He's like, but I paid them.
New colorist would have to redo the whole thing though, for continuity.
Not really, depending on which pages it was. Because again, he's in Super Killer. There's like 3 or 4 different realities that they're in, right? There's the original, like the reality he's in with Beck, right? That's 1. The reality within the comic, which is the Meteor Man oldie comic, that's 2. You got the reality that they escaped to, that's 3. You got the reality with the fake Batman guy, that's 4, and then the flashback, it would be 5, right? So you have 5 different realities technically. And so if depending on which pages they were holding, you could be just like, oh, just get a new colorist and be like, oh, the flashback scene looks different because they're in a different reality, right? Like that was one of my criticism was like everything looks the same. Like if you read the comic and didn't know any better, like they all look like it's all the same reality, right? Like there's no unique features about the Beck universe versus the fake Batman universe versus the universe they escape into versus the flashback universe. Even the old timey Meteor Man comic book within a comic book, other than the colors, he did kind of make them look old. Other than the colors, but like the art style is the exact same, right?
Yeah.
And so I think that was one of my criticisms as far as like being a failure. Yeah, see, it's a chance to explore the visual medium in accordance to the concept premise.
Yeah,
so
which
like
is
I'm
what
saying,
we're
like,
doing. Yeah, we're doing that.
Yeah, so the pages, unless he paid them money and he was like, well, no, like I paid them money, so like I have to get those pages back, right? But he's saying hold hostage. It could be a situation where he sent pages to somebody, right? And they're like, yeah, well, when we get to it, we'll finish it, and they just haven't finished it, right?
Yeah.
Because like, oh, you're on the bottom of the list. I don't know the situation exactly, but my guess would be at this point in time, there's no way that thing isn't fully colored, right? We're talking it's like 6 months since that update. There's no way it's not fully colored.
I don't know, man. There's got to be a reason why he hasn't done anything.
I think he doesn't have the money. And again, it's not that he's poor. I think that he has the money in other
He did
things.
mention corrections. Who knows?
So you think he just doesn't have the money to physically print the book?
Yeah, I think he doesn't have liquid money. Like again, if he invested a bunch in Bitcoin and then it went down, he's now waiting for it to go back up so then he can cash out and then get the money back, right?
Yeah.
Because I don't think he's going to take a loss. So I think that he either invested in a stock that ended up going down or it didn't go up high enough where, like, again, even if it stayed the same, right? If you bought it at 100 and it's still 100 now, 6 months later, you cash out, you're going to have to pay fees. So he would lose money paying the fees, selling his stock that he didn't make any money off of as far as like it going up, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think Vito would do that. I think Vito's not the kind of guy that goes, well, fuck it. I need that money now anyway, right? Like I'll take the little bit of loss so I can print this. So I think he invested it in whether it was Bitcoin. There's so many cryptos, like some crypto or some fucking stock that didn't go up or didn't hit. And now he's like, fuck, he's sitting on it waiting for it to like do something.
I think
that's my best guess.
Yeah, he was talking about stock market investments he'd made before. I remember seeing it on Twitter.
Yeah.
Bragging about how he'd made money off them.
Yeah, but whenever he brags about money and you ask him, well, how much did you make? He'll be like, oh, man, I just made a killing on this stock. It went up like 30 points. You go, how much did you make, Vito? Like $50. Oh, because he's not investing like $10,000 worth of like that's why like for normal people, right? Like I did a little crypto, right? I invested a little in like Litecoin and Ethereum and stuff, right? But I only made a couple $100 because like I'm not pouring in like $100,000 into Ethereum and then cashing out, right? Like $100,000 goes up 1%, and then that's like fucking $1,000, right? But if you only put $1,000 in and it goes up 1%, like, oh, I made a fucking $10, right?
Yeah.
So I don't think he's putting in like he always goes, I got a great idea. This stock is gonna hit, and he's right. Like I don't know if he's right just because he's guessing good or he's like actually pays attention to the fucking stock market, right? But I do think that Vito's the kind of person that goes, this stock is definitely gonna hit, but he's like, I'm not gonna put like a whole bunch into it, right? Like he hedges, like he self doubts himself, so he's like, yeah, this is like a huge fucking stock price, right? Like, oh man, I got $10,000 I can invest. I'll do like 100, right?
I think that's a common theme. The self-doubt really is the problem, even with the comic. He shouldn't have doubted himself.
So, Vito invested in Ubisoft and Hasbro. You think so? I don't know. But yeah, that would be my best guess.
I'm still rooting for Vito. I hope he pulls it off.
I do
Same.
too. I don't know what's going to happen though with Super Killer 2.
Hopefully not what happened with Super Killer 1.
No, I'm sorry. As far as like people buying it and stuff, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because I think part of the problem is Vito's insistence to like be upset when people ask him about it, right? Like you have people that gave you money and they're like, "Hey, what's going on with the comic?" He's like, "Well, read the update. Didn't you read the update? Didn't you read the update?" They're like, Vito, like just tell him, like just say, like, "Hey, we're almost there. Like here's a link to the update, but what I didn't say there is like blah blah blah, right? Like here's the new update. I haven't made an official update, but like we're still on track, still trying to get it out. Something, right? Like his inability to just answer the question and like be like, no, we're still a couple months out, or this is what happened, or fucking I lost the files, or my computer fucking started on fire and everything's like gone. Like so whatever, something, give us something. And I think that's
he gets defensive over being asked the question about it.
Yeah. At first it's a bit. A year later, that bit is no longer funny. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Like I can understand like a week later, you're like when people are like, "Hey, you're late, fatty. Where's my thing?" And you're like, "Dude, it's only been a week. Like, chill out." Like, but like now it's like been a years, right? It's been years at this point. And you go, I think you kind of got to answer questions at this point, right?
Yeah, I love answering questions about our book, even though it's taking fucking ages. Like I came in here from work to talk about it.
I like talking about it too. I won't shut up about it. And you guys are like, no, you're giving away all the secrets and no one's going to buy it. Because
I mean, I like talking about the process of the creation of it, Tony, not the fucking intricate details of the plot like you do.
Well, that's the part. That's the fun part for me. Is the production isn't the fun part. The
fun part for me is when I'm getting these 3D models of all the characters ready to print. I'm fucking loving that.
So Super Killer was fully funded on 5/7/2023. So
is that long ago?
Yeah. So we're almost going on 3 years since it's been funded.
2.5, yeah.
Well, I'm saying like in 4 months it'll be 3 years, right? Less than 4 months.
Oh yeah, because the 5 is May, right?
Yeah. Yeah, we do it.
You guys do it backwards.
We do it the correct way. You guys do it backwards with the day first. Day. You guys go day, month, year. That don't make no sense. It's month, day, year.
Yeah.
So,
TJ, how do you guys do it?
Day, month, year.
Exactly. Thank you.
And you guys also use the metric system because you guys are retarded.
Yes.
See? America, baby. We do things our way, and the rest of the world has to put up with it. I think we refuse to go to this day, month, year, which it makes a lot more sense anyway, right? Smaller to bigger makes complete sense.
So you
right?
admit it.
Because it's like the day, the month, the year.
Yeah.
It makes perfect sense, right? The 5th of May, 2023 makes sense. But we refuse because we know it annoys the rest of the world. We are so petty as Americans that we will.
Grade A trolling.
Yeah. The same thing with the imperial system. There's no reason for us to have inches versus fucking centimeters and millimeters and all that shit.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's on lock. It's like fucking 10 to every. It's real simple. It's a very simple system, right? The meter system. Very simple, the metric. Us, it's like 12 inches to a foot. How many feet to a mile? It's ridiculous. It's crazy. You have to memorize this shit. With metric, there's no memorization, right? But we refuse because we know that you guys have to put up with our shit. We purposely put fucking imperial bolts and shit on just random things that we send to your countries just to screw you over. So you have to buy fucking an imperial wrench to fix one of our fucking products, right?
Yeah. God bless America. Huh?
Yeah. Tony's doing it the right way. I didn't see Larry promoting Vito's comic. So yeah, ours is written like how it's spoken. If I gave you a date, I'd say, oh, that happened on November 5th or whatever, and not that happened on the 5th of November.
But we say it like that over here, 5th of November.
Yeah, remember the 5th of November. It is kind of weird though that technically like Americans were just like British people that decided to say fuck you Britain. And like then we just decided to just change our whole date system because obviously we would have been using whatever system that you guys had used, right?
Yeah.
Then at some point we said, you know what? Fuck them. Because we even say the 4th of July. We don't say July 4th. We don't say Happy July 4th. We say Happy 4th of July, right? So at what point in our history did we just decide, fuck it, we're going to do it the other way?
Probably around that time you had that big war against us.
No, because the 4th of July is when we declared independence. The 4th of July.
Yeah, but
so
was
we
that
were
not
still
after the
using
war
that
finished?
system back then.
Did you declare independence and then the war happened, or was it after the war was over?
No, we declared independence on the 4th of July, and then the war happened.
And then we went to war. Yeah.
Yeah. Then, like months later, we ratified it. Like we actually we did a Michael Scott. We declared independence, and they're like, you can't just do that. Like, yeah, we declared it. And like, that's not how it works. So the French screwed the world over. It's the French's fault. They're the ones who did it. You listen to the French by saying things backwards. Damn it, that's what happened. Anyway, I think it's been a good show. I think we've had a lot of fun. We've talked about Vito's comic. We did a little bit of video game stuff. We decided to bring back Anime Hour from the dead. We said, "Rise from your grave."
Rise from your grave.
Anything else, TJ Finbar? Anything you want to add to this?
CG Suburbs tomorrow. Don't miss it.
That's right, Finbar. Anything?
No. That's
all right, guys. We'll see you tomorrow at the CG Suburbs, where we'll be promoting comics, talking about comic books and comic book accessories, and having a good time.
Get well soon, I tell you.
As always,
I'm just feeling ill.
Love, peace, booty grease. We out this bitch.